Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about my vegan essentials for a well-stocked vegan pantry. Veganism does not have to be boring, and you can keep it interesting by having lots of versatile ingredients in your pantry. So first up, I want to talk about grains. Grains are something that is so versatile and can be used in so many different ways, and there's so many of them to choose from. Here's a few of the ones that I keep in my pantry. So we have couscous and bulgur. I had actually never tried either of these before going vegan, but they make some pretty awesome dishes. Bulgur is kind of like rice and it cooks really similarly to rice, but both bulgur and couscous cook a lot easier than rice, I guess. All you have to do is pour hot water over it, then put the lid back on, and it actually just steams and cooks by itself that way. All you do is leave the lid on for a few minutes after pouring the hot water and it's already cooked. Next up we have oats. Oats can be used in a lot of different things. Personally, I have oats almost every single day as porridge. There's so many different options when it comes to porridge. You can have apple cinnamon porridge, you can have peach porridge, banana walnut porridge. There's so many different ones you can choose from. And oats can also be blended into a flour to make oat flour, and that can make really, really good vegan desserts. Next up we have quinoa. Quinoa is very healthy and very high in protein. And then we also have brown rice. White rice is also vegan, of course, but brown rice is a little bit more healthy. White rice can be easier to digest though. Next up we have pasta. This is orzo pasta, and this makes really, really good pasta salad. But I also have other pastas like black bean pasta and quinoa pasta and corn pasta, and those are all really good as well. Now I want to talk about beans and legumes because they are so important in a vegan diet. They can keep you really, really full and satiated for long periods of time because they have lots of plant-based protein in them. My personal favorite are garbanzo beans. I love garbanzo beans. They just have such a good flavor. And then I also love to eat lentils. Lentils are really good in soups or for making like lentil meatballs. Next up, you always have to have some sort of vegan bread on hand for sandwiches or for toast. I personally love some toast with some almond butter or peanut butter with a few slices of bananas and a little bit of maple syrup. That's one of my favorite snacks. And this is the one that I buy personally. I have a gluten intolerance, so I don't usually get vegan gluten containing bread. So this is one that is vegan and gluten-free, and I really like this one. Next, I want to talk about vegan butter. There's a lot of different options for vegan butter. You can use just straight up coconut oil out of the jar if that's what you prefer, but there are actual vegan butter alternatives sold at stores. Earth Balance is one of those, and that's really, really good, but this one is my favorite. This is Miyoko's cultured vegan butter. And this stuff is delicious. This stuff tastes about as close as it gets to real butter. It's very salty and just melty, and it's so good. Now I want to talk about nuts and seeds. So cashews are one of the most versatile nuts out there, and there's so many things that you can do with cashews. You can make delicious vegan cheesecakes and desserts from cashews, and you can also use them to make things like vegan pasta sauces. You can make lasagna with cashews. You can make vegan Parmesan cheese. There's so many things that you can do with these. And then we have chia seeds. I also usually have flaxseed on hand, but I just ran out the other day. Flaxseed is just as healthy and also really, really good, especially in baking. But for chia seeds, I love having chia seed pudding in the morning. In fact, I just had it for breakfast this morning. but it's one of my favorite breakfasts. You just mix it with some vegan milk and stir it up, put it in the fridge, and you get it out of the fridge the next day, and it has transformed into a delicious pudding overnight. Sunflower seeds are also really good. You can sprinkle them on top of salads, and you can also make sunflower seed butter. Next, we're moving on to dried fruits. So one of my favorites are actually prunes. I love plums, and since prunes are made from plums, they kind of taste a little bit similar. Prunes have like a little bit of a soury sweet taste, and I love that. I honestly like to just eat them as a snack. I don't even put them in anything. And I also have raisins. I love having these in my oatmeal, and I also love making vegan cinnamon raisin cookies. Next, we have vegan nut butters, and these are one of my favorite things to have on hand for baking or just for putting on a slice of toast or topping my oatmeal with. So first we have raw almond butter. This is from Trader Joe's. This is really good, but honestly, you can just make your own almond butter at home and it tastes exactly the same if you have a Vitamix. It's really, really easy to do. And I also have this tahini. If you've never heard of tahini, it's made from sesame seeds. It's just ground sesame seeds. And it's actually one of the major ingredients in hummus. So you can use this to make your own hummus at home, or you can use it in baking, or you can just pour it on top of salads as a salad dressing with some lemon and lime. And now we have nutritional yeast. This stuff is so good. You can use it in so many different things. I love using it in tofu scrambles, pasta sauces, vegan cheeses. There's so many things you can do with it. It has a naturally cheesy flavor. You can just pour it on top of your food and it gives it like a slightly cheesy flavor. It is so good. So those are all my vegan essentials. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video and getting to see what I have in my pantry. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.